His breath was already on my neck before I could speak. One hand rested lightly on my shoulder as if steadying me. The other gently guided me back like he'd done it before. I bit my lip. I didn't nod. I didn't move, but I didn't say no, and they took that as a yes. Before the story begins, just take a second to press like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot. I heard the door creak open behind me. I didn't turn my head. I didn't speak. I just remained still, heart thudding, uncertain what was coming next. Then I felt someone lean in close and whisper, "Happy birthday." But it wasn't his voice. The blindfold was soft, cool against my skin, just snug enough to dim the hallway light. I sat carefully on the edge of the couch, hands resting in my lap, listening. The room was quiet, too quiet to make sense of what was happening behind me. I hadn't asked what time it was. I didn't want to know. I just focused on steady breathing, grounding myself in the quiet. There was a faint sound, fabric brushing against something soft, then a gentle clink of glass on wood, then stillness again. I could feel he hadn't left, not by sound or touch, but by the way the space held its breath. But it wasn't his movement that caught my attention. It was the floorboard. A single creak near the doorway. Slow, deliberate, then another. Not him. Someone else kept still, barely breathing. The blindfold pressed gently to my face. Behind me, I heard his voice calm, deliberate. "He's here." That was all. No one moved. Then the floor creaked again, closer now. Right behind me. "Don't take off the blindfold," he said quietly, and stepped aside. The floorboard groaned again, a pace nearer. I didn't stir, but I felt the shift. The room changed as if the air was waiting. There was someone else now. I couldn't see him, but I knew it wasn't my partner. He didn't speak at first. He just stood there close enough that even the silence had weight. Then his voice, "Happy birthday," came certain. It wasn't the words. It was the feeling behind them, like he'd imagined this moment long before it came. I straightened my back slightly, unsure where to place my hands, kept them in my lap still. The blindfold stayed secure, soft and unmoving. I sensed movement, not touch, just the faintest whisper of breath or cloth shifting behind me. My partner remained quiet, present, watching. I didn't move, not out of fear, but because something told me the silence mattered, that I was being given space to choose. "You look peaceful like this," the man said. His tone was steady, not rushed, not uncertain. A pause followed, long enough to stir wonder. I heard soft footsteps, not toward me, just around, closer, but keeping distance. Then another faint creak from behind. A quiet breath from my right. Still no contact, just presence. "I want you to lean back," he said, voice low. "But only if you choose to." My breath deepened, not hurried, just full. I leaned back slowly, hands bracing on the cushions. I wasn't guided. I wasn't told. I simply followed something inside, and when I stopped moving, he spoke again. Closer now, voice softer. "You don't have to remove the blindfold." "Not yet." I gave a small nod. Then I felt it. Not his hand, not his breath, just the blindfold itself. It shifted slightly like someone adjusting it. Or maybe not. Maybe it was just the moment pressing in. Still no one moved. And yet I felt how close he was. Not by touch, but by presence. The kind that changes everything without a word. My hands stayed folded, unsure, but not afraid. Then I heard him breathe, steady, calm. I waited for words, but what came was motion. Not toward me, around me. Like someone deciding how close they could come. "You don't need to see yet," he murmured. "But I want you to know you're not alone." Something inside me turned. I didn't ask who he was. I didn't demand explanation. I just lowered myself fully, arms easing me back until my shoulders met the cushions. It wasn't show. It wasn't habit. It was choice. I let the silence stretch. I didn't reach for anyone, just breathe deeper. Then his voice stayed with me. I nodded, the blindfold still in place. "I was told you're strongest in stillness," he said. "That when you stop trying, everything begins." I let out a breath. Not from nerves, from knowing he was right. No hands on me, no breath, just nearness. Then the faintest rustle, fabric moving, and I felt the couch shift slightly, just enough to know he was close. The blindfold loosened slightly. I didn't resist. I didn't help. I let it slide away on its own. Light came back slowly, gentle. I blinked, adjusting, and saw him. Not smiling, not anxious, just calm, a steady posture open. A man who hadn't rushed to get here. I felt something lift in me. Not quite a smile, just acknowledgement. My partner was there sitting nearby, silent, watching, not interfering. One of them spoke. I didn't know which. She's steady, and I didn't need to speak. I just stayed ready. His expression met mine again, this time with nothing but tenderness. His hand lifted only to settle respectfully near mine, close but not touching, and I felt the full warmth of his presence settle around me. My breath softened without thought. My fingers relaxed gently, settling in my lap as calm moved through me. I looked at him like I'd waited years for a moment of clarity. He shifted slightly beside me, quieter, gentler, thoughtful. His hands rested in his own lap, steady, intentional. He spoke to me softly, words meant only for reassurance. My shoulders eased. My chest lifted with a deep breath. Every word felt warm and grounding. He slowed, letting his voice drift along the quiet space between us, letting the comfort settle before speaking again. I felt myself lean in a little, almost without noticing. His voice moved lower, drifting through the space like a soft echo of trust. Then one gentle look from him invited me to open up, to let myself be seen. He waited for a moment, then continued, steady and patient. The feeling washed over me like calm, instant and slow. Warmth, trust, release. My head tilted slightly. Quiet breath. My hands gripped each other. My heart steadied. He spoke slow, deep. My thoughts opened. No sound, just breath, just emotion. The rhythm of his words built steady, then thoughtful, then overwhelming in the best way. Every part of me responded. He shifted, expression rising, tone growing stronger. Our breathing filled the room. Quiet met quiet. Intentional, not rushed, essential. I rose to meet his gaze again, seeking that deeper place. "Don't stop," I breathed, not sure who I said it to. He didn't answer. He gave me more gentleness. Then he invited me to sit upright, easing back and guiding the moment with calm presence. My hands settled near his, close enough to feel the warmth, and I moved without thought, leaning, listening, wanting the connection to continue. His words guided me, but the direction was mine.